Hello beautiful soul. So today's video is about Evelynn, and Evelynn is a succubus, and I think that this entire video is somehow focuses on the Evelynn only, so it would be fun to watch it. Now they say it's a concept video which I do not understand yet. Is it an animatics? So for those who don't understand, the animatics is the sequence of images, mostly storyboard panels, and they are kind of sync with the sound. So when they play, the animators and the directors or the other stakeholders have a better idea about the entire length of the scene, the emotion of the scene, the what's working, what's not working. So entire thing is, you know, conceptualized there. So if it is that, then I'm pretty much excited. So it's a blue and it looks like a barren city, like an under lockdown already, and she's standing over there. There's just one light. Oh man, this voice is just so haunting.
Take it to the grave, I'm a ghost. I know I can be so cold.
The song is very dark.
In the dark, where I like to keep my heart.
Oh my god, again those long metallic nails.
No more bite, no bark. Like to catch you way off guard.
She looks like a crustacean, like a crab or something, like peeling off your skin.
I'll stay so deep inside your brain.
This looks like she's crawling on me.
And take
Wait, her one nail is different than the others.
you somewhere far away.
What's this jewel thing mean?
Time to roll the dice. You know I'm the guy.
Short walk.
Time to risk my life. Not afraid to die. Time to make it cry. Time to put
Again her cloth hangs from her cloth.
the price all up on your head. Do just
The ground is just so dusty and there are rebels here and there.
what I said. I'm a straight up villain, yeah, no feeling.
Wait, are those her nails? So she's kind of inside her own world or inside her own head.
Yeah, no feeling. Straight up villain, yeah,
I like that spark.
no feeling, yeah, no feeling. But I'm dead, hear my voice up in your head.
Ooh, this is something like that she's just, you know, whispering into my ears to do something very mischievous.
And watch it fill you full of dread till you go. Is it really a surprise if I'm playing with your mind?
The couch is so lovely. I'm sure that some of you have watched Lucifer. I think she could be a Lady Lucifer, like totally.
Then I'll throw you to the side. Am I really that bad? If I love to make you mad and get happy when you say
Everything is running in reverse.
I only care about a bad control. That's how I like it.
Gorgeous.
Go now.
Hey, NASCAR.
So you ain't taking nothing from me when you go now.
What is that? Machine gun on top of it?
I'll stay so
The entire
deep
texture is
inside
changing.
your brain.
Looks like a snake.
Take you
Her eye is like always going. Oh, so this is a snake. Ah. Oh, those baby snakes are so creepy. Straight up villain. She keep doing like this. I'm so obsessed. Imagine that I'm in an interview and they ask, why should we hire you? And I would be like, I can do this. And they'd be like, get out, like now. Villain, straight up villain. So much of references. Looks like a hand, but not the hand, but a serpent hand.
Watch it feel you full of dread till you go. Bang, bang, you can do anything.
She looks fabulous in here. You know, she's not completely visible, but still visible.
No fear, no pain.
Oh my god, it looks like that she's spreading some sort of a plague.
Listen to your brain go.
Her lips are so voluptuous. She looks like a ghost here. Huh? She has fangs. Like this tooth is like a little bit more pointy. That would make sense because they are, you know, they keep referring to snakes and, you know, all those creatures. So if she fit into that scenario, she might have fangs.
Just do what I say, follow me all the way.
Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. She's just walking alone in the dark. Beautiful framing just here. If I go a little back here, you can see, you know, the entire frame is just like doing this. They are completely framing her body very nicely. Again, because was that water in that pool, but still there is a fire.
But I'm dirty, my voice up in your head. Watch it feel you full of dread till you go.
Oh man, it surely looks like that, you know, she's trying to manipulate you and trying to make you do something that is that you don't want to do. That surely looks like this, but I'm not sure that why they are keep calling it a concept video. Maybe because Evelynn is partially visible and not, and they are kept referring to all those other small elements and breaking things here and there. But still, this should be a full-fledged video. It should not be a concept video, but I could be again completely wrong. Are those other videos for, you know, for specifically for the other members of this KDA group? If there is, then let me know in the comments. So here's the fun part. Let's go back and appreciate everything. So one thing you notice, like pretty much in the entire video, this entire video is have a tint of blue and magenta. So this color always signifies mystery and thrill and all those kind of stuff. Very, very apt for Evelynn video. So now I did some digging and then I come to know that Evelynn does not look like this in the game. In the game she looks like this, and I was like, what? And her shape and form and her design in the game completely justifies that she is a succubus. I know this term because of Morrigan Ursland from the Darkstalkers, and also, so when you work in the creative industry, you might have come across this term, you know, the succubus. So they are like demonic beings, but they are not pretty by the looks, you know. But as they say, when the devil shows up to your door, he's not wearing the red skin and the horns. So in order to lure in people, she has to look gorgeous, and she is gorgeous, by the way. So in her design, you see a piece of her cloth, you know, goes like this, and in her original design, which is in the game, I think it's a part of her body or something. But in this, the second design, which is in the video, it's a part of her cloth and an additional weapon to her, you know, arsenal. This word is just so funny. It's like ars and anal, which makes a complete sense because there you store your weapon deep. So we are deviating. You know, I have a theory. I don't know that how much of this aligns with her original design team's idea, but I do have a theory that I really like her jacket, because when you throw an extra piece of clothing, it layers an extra suspense into the character, and none of the other three members wear jackets. And similarly, her eye glows. If you know that stars are, you know, shining bright because they are burning a lot of fuel, So for Evelynn, she feeds on the bad energy, you know, the fear, the torment, all those kind of energies, and that's her fuel. And when she's burning all that fuel, as a byproduct, her eyes, you know, shine. So she is basically a living furnace. And again, it's a very interesting idea to kept a, you know, sunshade, because she is the one only who wears sunshade in the entire group, because her eyes are very different, and when she wants to gel with other people, you know, she can just put on her sunglasses and call it a day. That's very interesting idea for this. And for the video, so here you can see Evelynn standing and looking for her prey, right? And then you see that there is only one light, you know, which kind of attracts her. Now I may be reaching here, but just bear with me. So it's a very interesting idea, like, you know the cross, like, you know, and when you turn upside down, it's a symbol for anti-Christianity. Okay, so in the Bible, you remember that God sent 10 plagues to the Egypt, and then one of them is when death comes to claim the elder son. So the only protection was to mark your door with the lamb's blood, so that the death would not claim your elder son. But what if you can take that idea and completely flips it around, and voila, you got a demon. Here the light is attracting Evelynn, not repelling her. Here you can see that she's kind of, you know, peeking through a hole, like she's spying on her victim. That's a very interesting thing in this video. You know, you see all that physical space is changing, and this entire structure seems like it's concrete, and when something concrete changes, it kind of scares you, you know. It also brings in the sense of insecurity, which makes a complete sense, because Evelynn is a demon, you know, so security with her is out of question. You know, here you see Evelynn, she's standing upon the water, and it seems like that this pool has some depth, but she is standing completely on its surface. So I don't know if it is a mock to Jesus walks on water, but if it is, then it's a pretty good mock, you know. And also water signifies the doorway between the realms, you know. So it's a very interesting idea that a demon comes into the human world. This is so creepy, you know. She's kind of preparing herself. No more bite, no bark. All those details, man, that's just crazy. Oh, look, all those scratches on the surface. This is like she's wrapping her hands around you. This is so unsettling. It's a kind of a reference to the starting of this video, where that one light was on in the entire building, and it attracts Evelynn. The stud walk is very, very well done, because as an animator, I know that sometimes the walk animation can be a very painful exercise, you know, especially front walk is just crazy painful. She kind of wobbles on the floor. This is very interesting. This entire, it shows that Evelynn is still in her mind, or maybe she's like, I mean, she's a demon in the human world. She must be a little lonely. The spark was really great. This entire video, they focus on her nails only, and it gives you a very personal experience, you know. When you hear this song, it's just like she's speaking to you only at that specific moment. And also I come to know that she has a charm which is like to lure in her prey, and this heart shape is a reference to that. Again, I have a theory about everything, you know, running in reverse. So if you know that before crucifixion, Jesus Christ went on praying and asked God to take away that whatever is going to happen to him, but that has to happen that way only. So imagine that pain and that fear that even Christ was very scared of. It's kind of a symbolism. That's what my interpretation is. You see that they are broken at one stage, but then again it goes back and they are in their full form. But now you see that what will happen to them with the time. So imagine that if you know that already that something bad is going to happen to you, but you cannot change it and you have to go through it. Imagine the pain and the fear and the torment that you will be going through every day. And Evelynn is kind of a succubus that is feeding off of that energy. So it makes a little sense. It looks like that they've used a lot of simulations for this animation. I don't know that how much planning has gone into this concept video, because it's fun to say that, oh, camera will be here and then it will travel to here and then we show this and this, but when you actually try to do that, it's a very difficult job. So kudos to these people. So she's wearing glitter on her lips. Here she says, bang bang, you can do anything. She's kind of pushing you and assuring you that, oh, this is fine, there will be no pain, don't be scared about it. And at the same time they put a visual where she's kind of branching out to surround you. This is crazy that how realistic her mouth looks, because and animators, we know that how difficult it is to make a mouth, because sometimes mesh goes here and there and you saw a gap here or inside the mouth. It's very difficult job. Everything in this video you seem like it's very flowy. Nothing is concrete, solid. Everything is changing every time. They also kept referring to smoke, because smoke also does not have any specific shape or form. It just, and the background sound is also very, very interesting. It's kind of adding up to the ambience. Here you gonna hear a little howl. Ooh. Here you can see her lips. They're beautiful, but still they have a slight shape like a snake mouth, if you notice it carefully. Crazy work. Kudos. So here you go guys, my reaction to Villain, and it has been requested by a lot of viewers. So I hope you enjoyed it. Bye bye.